Check it out. Look outside in your driveway right now. What are you driving? Are you driving a status symbol? Are you driving an extended car payment? Or are you riding like us, stress-free? Stay tuned and we'll help you decide. Hi, this is Marriage and Family Matters. I'm Sonia and this is my husband Brendan. Today we're talking to you about just one of the biggest financial mistakes most people make.
Exactly. Again, like my wife just said, this is only just one of quite a few financial mistakes that people make. And this is one of the biggest financial mistakes that most Americans make. And that mistake is getting yourself stuck into a car payment. It's a mistake that we made. It's a mistake that our parents made. And it's a mistake that, like I said earlier, most people make. And they make it daily, especially around this time. It's the holidays. As you can see from our background, tree and the stockings in the fireplace, it's the holiday season. And all the ads on TV right now are running for new vehicles. Like somebody's going to wake up and look outside and they're going to have a brand new vehicle. I'd like to meet that family that does that actually. Like, who does that? We can't do that. Not yet, at least. We're working on that. But like I said earlier, one of the biggest mistakes is getting yourself stuck in a car payment. In 2017, the average car payment for an American was $479 per month. The average payment term was 68 months. I don't know how many months that is, and I don't know how many years that is. I can't think right now off the top of my head. But I believe that's at least 6 years, right?
Yes, just under 6.
Just under 6? Yeah. I'm sorry, because 72.
Yes.
12, yeah. Okay. See, bad math. That's why we got to do the budget regularly, because we just spend like crazy.
Excel is our friend.
It is. And every dollar too. But so one of the biggest mistakes, like I said, is the car payment. With the average payment of $479 and an average term payment of 68 months. I can tell you guys, we made this mistake back in 2009. Black Friday, to be exact. We talked about this in a video earlier when we were talking about our car debt. But we made the dumb mistake of going out thinking that we're going to win and get a deal by purchasing a brand new car on a major holiday. Black Friday. You're supposed to be able to save all these deals. But, we wound up getting the shaft because we got stuck with a car payment for 6 years. At $406.99. It is burned into my soul. Like, I will remember that payment for as long as she lives.
Okay.
But when I think about that, and the 6 years that we made that $406.99 payment, I think about what we could have done with that money. Just to give you an example, we could have invested that money into our retirement.
Yep.
$406.99 per month for 6 years with compound interest adds up to a lot of money. So essentially, sweetie, we were driving our retirement. We were driving our retirement. Are you driving your retirement? My wife asked the question at the beginning of the video. What's in your driveway? Is it a status symbol? Is it an extended car payment? Or are you driving stress-free like us now? Because we don't have any car payments. So just want to briefly talk about why we get stuck into a car payment and why we make this big financial mistake. There are a lot of reasons that we, sort of convince ourselves why we need a car payment. And, sweetie, you want to talk about some of the reasons? At least some of the reasons we got a car payment?
Yeah. A lot of us, well, I can just speak for us, we totally tried to justify the purchase of a new car by saying we needed to have something that was reliable. We wanted to have something safe because we had a new baby.
No, we didn't have a new baby.
Oh,
yet.
yeah, sorry.
We were pregnant.
We had a baby yet. we were pregnant, and so we needed to make sure we were safe. We were traveling a lot at
Yeah.
the time, so we needed something that
Yeah, we
we could
worked
put a lot of mileage
At least
on.
40 miles away. So, yeah.
And so
where we
we
lived.
painted the picture in whatever way we felt like we needed to paint it. But in reality, I think it was more of a desire to just ride something new as
Yeah.
opposed to really doing the research and finding something that met our needs without coming with the payment.
Exactly. And again, like I'm going to reference the earlier video that we talked about, and when we talked about, you know, when we were getting out of debt and why. When we bought this car that same year, literally 3 months before we bought the car, we bought the house and moved in July. We bought the car on Black Friday.
Yeah.
So like
November.
November. We bought. I mean, we had just bought a brand new house, just bought brand new furniture, just bought a brand new TV to go in a brand new house with the brand new furniture, and of course we had a brand new clean garage. We had to put something in it, and of course it had to be brand new.
It had to be new.
And because we were allergic to old and dirty, right? We were allergic to that. I get the heebie-jeebies and eczema when I touch something dirty, you know? So, but, you know, that was sort of our justification, like my wife said. Also, too, I think maybe, you know, if I sit back and think about it deep down inside, the new vehicle for me, too, was a status symbol. Like, you know, I was driving something new. I've never had a new vehicle. And it felt good when we had the vehicle. Driving, it was all black, you know, brand new, you know, 2010 Chevy Equinox. It was looking good. We had satellite radio. We had the navigation in it because 3 months came with the payment. You know, we didn't keep it after that. And the XM radio. So, you know, I was bumping whatever was on the radio. That was a status symbol, you know. It was 2009. We were driving a 2010. And, you know, but that's a main reason why people get new vehicles.
Let me just tell you, the new car feeling is not worth 6 years of a commitment of a payment or more, or, you know, 5 years. A new to you car is just as nice when you don't have any payment remaining after that.
Coin that. We need to coin that. A new to you car. That is awesome. I don't know if you guys saw our skit from earlier this month, our car skit. It sort of touched on, you know, that whole image of driving the car. Again, the skit was about me seeing a young lady who was played by my wife. Really good actor, by the way. And, you know, I was trying to offer her a ride. I was, you know, sort of trying to, you know, try to get her number and whatnot. But, of course, because I was driving an older vehicle and it was a minivan, she wasn't interested in me. She had
to ride in style.
She got to ride in style. And a lot of people get themselves trapped into new vehicles, into car payments, and as well as the fleece, the car lease, because they want to ride in style.
Right.
And I will encourage you guys to, if you get that new car itch, think about that. Think about why you really want the car. Think about whether your needs could be met with a new to you car. Just to give you an example, again, I drive a 2006 Dodge Grand Caravan SXT. My wife now drives the 2010 Chevy Equinox. And actually, I prefer driving the van. We drive the van everywhere we go.
Yeah.
And we got it for $2,000.
And honestly, guys, we still travel occasionally with our whole family, and it is really comfortable riding. We prefer driving the older van over driving in the newer Equinox, just because it has everything that we need and it's comfortable.
It is very comfortable. It's spacious for me. And what makes it drive even better, I own it.
Yeah.
No car payments.
Something about not having a car payment just makes it smell better.
It
rides better. It just has so much more value.
The music sounds
when
louder.
There's no payment going out the door.
I feel like I look cooler in it. I mean, I'm leaning to the side. People looking at me. The son in the back in the car seat. I don't give a flip. I ain't got a car payment.
Exactly.
And guys, you need to get there, because that car payment that we're not paying, we're paying ourselves. We're able to get Christmas. We're able to, you know, we bought Christmas for 18 people this year, right? 18?
Yeah, I think
18
so,
people. Yeah, about 18 people. including ourselves and other family members and drivers for our son who drives our son to school. 18 people. And part of that is because we don't have a car payment. And so,
and you know what? We're able to do that without putting our debt snowball on hold.
without putting it on hold.
So we're still tackling our student loan, the only remaining debt that we have.
Yep.
And we're still able to put money aside and enjoy Christmas.
Side note, I'm sorry, I just dropped $1,552 today on my student loan. And we just went shopping and finished off Christmas gifts today.
Yeah. And part of that, you guys, we talked about it in another video as well, because we started early. So there's no pressure. There's not this whole lot of stress to be able to do so much in such a short amount of time.
I think we're getting sidetracked.
So, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. We were talking about the car payment and why you shouldn't get one. So all the stuff we just said, what my wife just said, what I just said, is more reasons why you shouldn't get a car payment. And so I will encourage you guys, like my wife said, to get a new to you car. We got our car off Craigslist. We searched and searched. I was looking for an Impala because I had just got rid of my old Impala that had died out after umpteen years.
Yeah.
And we put it back together, and it finally just can't go anymore. We had to put it down. And so we went. I was looking for an Impala on Craigslist, and everything I saw was, higher than what I wanted to pay, and it had issues. So I just decided to flip the script because I got to the point where I don't care how I look. I don't care what I drive. And I said, you know what, sweetie, do you care if we drive a minivan? She was like, no. And I said, okay, we're going to go look for a minivan. And I found several that I had my choice of minivans. And we went with this one because it had a tow hitch on the back that we hadn't used yet. But I got this idea that one day I may use it. But for $2,000 with a minivan with 180,000 miles on it, from an older couple who, kept it and drove it around town, I thought that was pretty good. And since we got it, we've driven it, we got it at 180,000 miles, and now we have 205,000 miles on it. No, we got it at 190,000, I'm sorry. Now we got 205,000 miles on it. We got it last December the 16th, 2016.
Yeah.
And
almost a year now.
Yeah, almost a year. And it's riding fine. And I love it. And it's my primary mode of transportation. I originally thought my wife was going to drive it, but I like it too much. So,
now, we're not suggesting that you guys get a van.
I am.
But
get a van.
the world is open as far as what options you have out there. All we're saying is that you don't have to go in debt and purchase a new vehicle, because there's options out there where you can buy the new to you car or the vehicle of your choice without extending yourself for 5 or 6 years into a monthly payment.
Exactly. I would much rather have people look at me like I'm crazy for driving a minivan than pay $406.99 again for 6 years. That'll never happen. I can tell you that right now. And I put that on her life. Never happen again.
Why is everything on my life?
Because I'm too fat. No, I'm joking.
So if you're on your debt-free journey and you don't have $10,000 to drop on the car, then what we're saying is we're on our debt-free journey and we didn't have $10,000 to drop on the car, but we could afford $2,000. So we're starting small, and then at some point when we're out of debt, we'll be putting aside money to purchase something that's a little bit newer or somewhat of an upgrade. That may not have as many miles on it, but it's not something that we need to go out and extend ourselves or put ourselves at in debt over, because our van, like we said, is doing just fine and getting us from A to B and meeting the purpose.
And I'm gonna tell you, when we do upgrade, it's gonna be a minivan.
Yes.
Yeah.
We both want the minivan.
I want a swag wagon. Swag wagon. But so guys, again, please avoid this one of the biggest financial mistakes that you can make, and that's getting a car payment. Do everything in your power to avoid it, and do everything in your power to help other people avoid it, like we're doing right now by giving you these tips, this information, and our story about how we got into it and how it affected us financially, and now how we're not into a car payment and how it's affecting us financially, and it is affecting us in a great way.
Yeah.
So
$400 a month. And we can do something else with.
In our pocket. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
So, with that said, guys, I hope that this video was informative. If you like it, please press the like button, subscribe, or leave a comment. And with that said,
this has been Marriage and Family Matters, where marriage and family does matter.
It does, guys. So until next time, keep watching.